Hello, hello, and good day to everyone. We are here on Heart of a Hobbit on a new day at a new time. So yeah, kind of rearranging my schedule a little bit, and we're gonna try out having me going basically back to back with B4 and his plugging along stream. And that gives us our whole household in one day on the streaming. So we'll find out if that is a good solution or if it is an overwhelming solution. It'll be one of those two, I bet. So, all right, so here we are. It is, I am your host to the day for now. I am Little Redhead, and I will be taking you around the world of Middle-earth here in Lord of the Rings Online. Now, there are lots of different things you can do in this game. There is an epic book questline, as they call it, which follows the books of the Fellowship of the Rings and the Lord of the Rings all the way through. So you can follow that, and that puts you as an adventurer out in the world and helping to do things kind of behind the scenes that help out the people in the Fellowship that you read about in the books. So while you as a character are not mentioned, there are lots of things that you're doing out there. You're helping to like thin the orcs in a particular area because you know they're about to come through, and that gives them the opportunity to sneak through without being discovered, things like that. So that is one set of things that you can do. But I also like to focus in this game on some of the other things you can do. So for example, there are often festivals that happen where the peoples of Middle-earth come together and they celebrate something or another. We just had the anniversary festival. That is the most recent one behind us. And then the next one coming up will be, or the next big one coming up will be the Midsummer Festival, which happens around midsummer. Let me pull up my biography here because I have the schedule of the events. Cordovan posts this out on the forums, and so I've just gone and copied and pasted it, kind of reformatted it a little bit to fit in my bio pretty well. But yeah, so this is where I kind of keep track of where everything's going on without having to go and look at the website. I can just pull it up on my biography. And I've started doing this on all my characters. It's been really handy. Okay, so yes, we had the anniversary festival that just finished. Now there is a buried treasure event that starts tomorrow. And by me switching my streaming days from Thursday to Tuesday, we are gonna miss some of the social things that happen on the weekends. Because sometimes things like Hobnanigans and buried treasure events often go from Wednesday or Thursday to like Monday or Tuesday. So anything that ends like at 3 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, we won't have a chance to see it. So just keep that in mind, that with my new shifting over to Tuesday thing, we might miss out on some of those other things, so you may have to go and do it on your own. Sometimes I put together videos on like how to do Hobnanigans, how to do the buried treasure event, and so we might do that at some point. We'll see. If you have any requests, definitely let us know. That can kind of help guide us on what direction to spend our time in making videos for people. So yeah, so there is a buried treasure event that happens starting tomorrow, and that runs through the 31st. There's also the weekend after that, Hobnanigans, which is the chicken chasing League of Eriador, which the fact that they call out chicken chasing League of Eriador makes me wonder if there's chicken chasing leagues in non-Eriador. So maybe someday we'll see those. I don't know. Never know. Maybe we'll have visiting teams someday. Yeah, and then June 16th is when the Midsummer event begins, and that goes through July 11th. So we'll definitely have a chance to check out the Midsummer event here together on my stream. Thank you very much, B4 and Mubat, for getting us those event dates out there. Buried treasure, yes, B4 is very good at figuring out how to be very effective at buried treasure, as long as you don't mind just kind of like dedicating a chunk of time for it. But then you just like get everything just about. I think he's missing like one mount that he's looking forward to going back for. So we'll probably be doing some of that this coming week or weekend. Yeah, so then after Midsummer, we've got a break. We've got the Treasure Boogan event, which was a new thing last year, I believe it was. So we'll check that out, and then another Hobnanigans, and then Farmer's Fair is in August. So we'll have some time to check out the Farmer's Fair when it comes to August. But all right, so Let's see. I bet, before it says, I bet that if you get 1,000 Chicken Chasing League of Eriador Hall of Famers on your server, you unlock the Chicken Chasing League of Ravanian. Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. I would like make extra characters and get them all up to being like Hall of Famers, and just to do that. Oh, before I pick up this quest, Hobbit rumors, hashtag Hobbit rumors. Dude, we need to suggest this on the forums or something. I love it. All right, I'm in Moria, and so I'm underground, as you probably guessed, because Moria is all built out by those dwarfy dwarfs out there who did all that digging. Check that out, though. Let me move my UI out of the way. Like, that's pretty massive, and we're not even in like some of the most exciting areas. This is the 21st Hall is pretty massive, and it's got a lot going on, including this fellow right here. So he is the legendary Moria rewards vendor, quartermaster. He's also the vendor. On the legendary servers, of which there are 3, Anor, Shadowfax, and Treebeard, and I'm on Treebeard, you can do what are called legendary quests, and I think there's 4 of them total. There's a legendary Angmar set, there's legendary Moria set, which is the highest one that we have access to here right now. There's the legendary Mirkwood set that we'll have access to when we get into Mirkwood at the end of June. And then there's the legendary Isengard set. So so basically what you do is you talk to the quartermaster of that area, who has it, the legendary Moria guy or gal. And so I'm gonna check with this guy here. Hey, dwarf. Well, now he's like, you didn't want to talk to me before, now you want to talk to me. Oh, because I have my UI off. That'll help. Okay, so I want to pick up this quest that he has, Legendary Moria Vanquishing the Deep. So that's the quest, the Legendary Moria, and then there's kind of like a tagline, you know, the subtitle, Vanquishing the Deep. And there is your basic version of it, which it looks just like this. And then there's the advanced version, which looks identical to this, except it has the word advanced at the end. Otherwise, everything is the same, with one other caveat. As soon as I pick this up, I have until the dawn of time, the end of time, heat death of the universe, to finish this. The difference is with the advanced version, you get, it's on a timer. So for example, I was doing the advanced version because when we were playing Saturday, I think I finished the basic one, and it auto bestows the advanced one. And then you only have so much time to finish it. And so when I logged on today, it was like, you have failed the advanced, you know, Legendary Moria. I was like, ah, whatever. So it was fine. So before it says, I think we need a rebuilding the 21st Hall quest chain, like with Hitbold. Real Tiff agrees with you. Yeah. Scheduling note. The end of time will be about 24 hours after the dawn of the end of time. Please adjust your calendars appropriately. That sounds like something out of like Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick this up. So now I have this quest. So as we go and do things that are on this list, I get credit towards finishing this quest, Legendary Moria Vanquishing the Deep. So that's pretty cool. With this version, with the Moria version, you do 12 of these quests and instances that are listed. And once you do one of them, it checks it off the list, basically. It removes it from the list. So it's not like you could do the same one 12 times over. You have to do 12 different things off of this list. It's a, you know, smorgasbord. And then once you finish this, you get legendary coins of Moria. So I would get 5 legendary coins of Moria. Same thing if you do legendary Angmar, you get 5 legendary coins of Angmar. Same with the Mirkwood and the Isengard. And then those are bartered very specifically to those same quartermasters that you picked up the quest from. Well, actually, I think Legendary Angmar, they're separate. Because the person you pick up the quest from is inside the cave, but the person you barter with is outside the cave. So they're not always the same person. I corrected myself there. And they have different things. So this guy's list is kind of small. They're not huge lists, just so you know to begin with. There's the Cloak of the Watcher, And these are going to be very special rewards. They're only available on the legendary servers. So, Cloak of the Watcher, there's a hooded Cloak of the Watcher that you can earn. This is a non-hooded version. This is the only way you can get it. Small. Have you seen the size of the troll? Yes, there's a... It doesn't say small anywhere. Did I say small? The list is small. Yeah, sure. There's the Moria Rambler frame, which binds to your account, but I thought it was account wide. Maybe it's character specific. So you can always look at your frames, because I'm always looking at this. I'm like, did I have it? Do I not have it? So if you right click on your character portrait, and you look at your custom character portraits, you can scroll down and you see they're not necessarily in alphabetical order. They're kind of in like release order. Yeah, so the Moria Rambler frame is there, so I know I don't need to buy it again for me. Affodil has it on. Let's see if it'll show me. Oh yeah, there it is. So it's kind of a very stone work kind of look, a lot of grays and blues and very angular kinds of things going on there. So that if you like that frame, you can earn enough coins, and then you come and you purchase it from this guy. There's a title writ Legend of Moria, and so now I have the title Legend of Moria, so you could call me that if you wanted to. And then there's the Stone Troll the Second and a Laden Butcher's Table. Those were available during an event that happened before my time called Bounder's Bounty. Excuse me. And during the Bounder's Bounty event, you could earn a few of these things. Hang on, let me get a drink. So the, excuse me, the Stone Trolls 1, 2, and 3, those are the ones that Bilbo, managed to get hit by the sun. And, excuse me, hang on a minute. My apologies. I have my throat's been bothering me lately, and I thought it was fine, but it's like I've got this really bad tickle all of a sudden. Telling you, my throat. Yes, we interrupt this broadcast for a brief coughing fit. Sometimes I wish I could just like go in there and fix everything and be like, okay, it's good. Anyway, the Stone Trolls, those are the ones that Bilbo was around, turned stone. And then in the game, there's a point where Bingo Boffin is like, hey, I'd love to go see those trolls I've heard about. And you go there and you look at them and they're like, So you can get them as yard ornaments. So I want to get the first and the second and the third. So you notice the second one is here. The first one is from the legendary Angmar vendor. And the third one is either with Mirkwood or Isengard. I have to check. And then the Laden Butcher's Table also is another thing that you can get. There's another table. There's like 3 different tables as well. So yeah, these trolls were first available during the Bounder's Bounty event back in 2013, says before. Thanks for looking that up. So those are the things you can get from this guy. At this point, I'm not trying to grind for these tokens anymore because I have the Stone Troll the Second. I don't have like 10 of them, but I don't necessarily need 10 of them. But I might like get a set for each house that I have, because I have one of the premium houses in Rohan, and eventually I'll probably get a premium house in Belfast. And I have one of the trolls already in our kinship neighborhood. I put one in one of the yards, and I might try and end up with all 3 of them in that yard. That'll be fun. But what we are going to focus on is there's the new legendary reward track. So let me explain this real quick. The old legendary items, you would get a legendary item and it would have like an experience bar, and you would basically be leveling up your weapon as you went along and did things. They have since about a little more than 6 months ago, like last fall, They redid the whole legendary item system, which is great, because the way the old one would work was basically you'd have one, it was really cool, but you'd outgrow it. And instead of having it grow with you forever, basically you'd be like, well, this item that was passed down from my grandfather's grandfather, gosh, that's neat. Throw it away. Take it apart. Let's use the pieces. And hey, look at this new one that I picked up off the ground. Like, how do you have legendary items just like falling out of the ground everywhere? It really didn't make sense. So they've changed it all up. And basically you get your legendary items and they should track with you throughout the rest of the game. So for example, I have a sword and I have a bow because I'm a hunter. And let me pull that open. So the way that it works is kind of, it has those slots in it, kind of like the old, or like the essences that you could slot into things. In fact, I just had one on there. Let me pull that back up. Genix says, hello there. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Lord of the Rings Online. Well, we're looking at things at Lord of the Rings Online. I often wander about a bit. So, for example, I have this cloak, and it had these spots in it where I could put in an essence of my choice. It had 2 slots. And so I put in like critical rating because I love critical rating. It's one of my favorite things as a hunter. So I like to hit things hard. I could get more, vitality, to have more health, or, whatever. But I'm like, no, I just want to hit things harder. Well, more effectively. And so, you take that kind of idea of having these slots, and they applied that to the legendary items. So legendary items have 4 different categories of slots. So for example, you've got at the top, you've got your heraldic tracery, and they're called traceries instead of essences. The essences like in my cloak, but these are traceries in here. So that's the heraldic one, and then you get, word of power, and then you've got spots where you can put in things for word of mastery. So this is mastery, like, okay, this is what I want to focus on as a hunter. This is what I'm good at, that kind of thing. And then the last one is your word of craft. And so each of these categories has different kinds of things you can put in there. So you can't just get 12 of the same thing and just load up on whatever it is. You have some choices to make in each of those 4 categories, which can be a little bit overwhelming at first. But it's something where you want to kind of take the time and over time craft your weapon to be what is most effective for you. And another cool thing is that over time, you'll get more slots as you and the weapon level up. So that's neat because I'll be able to add more customization to what I can do with my weapons. How effective I am based on the things I have done with my weapon. So that's really cool. And so like the heraldry, I picked the serpent because it has agility and vitality and physical mastery rating. And that's what made sense for me. It's offensive agility. And I like that for my hunter. So things like that. So anyway, so remember when we were talking about the old legendary weapons, though, they had experience. You could earn legendary experience. Like there's lots of quests and things where you might be like, go do this thing. And it's like it gives you legendary item experience. I'm not sure if I have any current quests that do that. Okay, here we go. If I were to go wander around the homesteads of Rohan and look at a bunch of things, it would finish a quest. It's like go tour a neighborhood kind of quest. And it would give me legendary item experience. It doesn't tell me how much, but that is no longer applied to my legendary item in any fashion. So what they did with that is they created this legendary item track, this reward track. So anytime you earn legendary item experience, it goes to this track. In the track, you find things like runes to go into those slots, or sorry, traceries to go into those slots. You get ancient script, which is a currency that you use to purchase more of those traceries that go into those slots. So if you're like, oh, I like this one better, well, you can save up and get some ancient script and then go buy the one you want specifically rather than, taking one that you found in a dungeon somewhere. And then there's also runes that the slot where, that tracery is sitting, that slot has a range, and it can go up to the max level of what my character is. So my character's level 60, and so I can upgrade that slot up to level 60. And if that slot is upgraded, then the tracery that's in it is better. Now the cool thing about this is if I throw away that tracery and put something different in there, the slots upgrades stay there. So this tracery is better straight from the get-go. So you can get some of those runes that allow you to enhance that legendary item slot. So those are the sorts of things you can get in the legendary item reward track. But this is the second time they're running this track. They just did it for like 3 months just previously. And so they've added a few new things this time. And this is what I'm excited about. So if you get to level 25, you get a housing item, which is the Banner of Gil-galad. That's kind of cool, and is something that people have been asking for for a while. Excuse me. And if you get to level 50, this is what I'm after. You get a new Hobbit dance emote. It's Hobbit Dance 3. So if I open the collections panel, which is Shift C, by the way, if you're ever trying to find this, you can look in your collections panel. You can see what pets you have, what mounts you have, what emotes you have, and you can see all of your all of the stable masters. You can tell whether you've discovered them or not. You can also get to the stable master map by clicking there. It's the same thing. I'm often have my hands on the keyboard, so Shift C works for me. So I'm going to look at the emotes, and if I look at Hobbity. So notice there's Hobbit Dance, or Dance Hobbit that you get, just, you get. Let's see, how do I earn that? Let's see, that was acquired by performing seasonal festival quests or from the Locher store. So Dance Hobbit and Dance Hobbit 2 are the ones that you get from the festivals. You go and you do the dances with the person, and then they say you can have this or that, and you pick one. But you'll notice that 3 is like grayed out. Now I have 4, and that one I got from the Farmer's Fair. But you'll notice that Dance Hobbit 3 was grayed out. Well, it wasn't available. It was like this mythical thing that people didn't know where to find it or how you get it. Well, now it's available from this reward track. So you can see me dancing there in the little image, but if we close this up, we can look over here at our fellow Affodil, who has earned it already and is doing the dance for us. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because I had to pull that up for a thing. Okay. I don't know if you can see the dance happening there. This is normal, by the way. Okay. Yeah. I hear that OBS has captioning, so I have captioning on. So if there's anybody who finds that useful, you should be able to, there's like a little CC on there, you should be able to pull that up and adjust the colors and stuff to make it work for you. I might see about trying to use the integrated OBS captioning at some point to see if that puts a little less stress on my system, because I'm running off of a laptop and sometimes it's not as happy as I would like it to be. But anyway, so that's Dance Hobbit 3. So I want to earn legendary item experience so I can earn Dance 3. Not that it's like the most amazing dance ever, but because I want every emote and every pet and every mount. And I mean, this is how we're gonna get it, so let's go get it. All right, so we are gonna go run some instances, which is, and skirmishes, which is what you call dungeons here in Lord of the Rings Online. So let's see, Affodil, you are in charge.
Do you want to step in the halls of private and see how that goes?
Sure, we could give that a try.
We may not be enough.
We're gonna find out if this is a good one or not. I mean, it is a good one. We're gonna find out if 2 of us can do this, or if we need to go find some more people.
I can't solo this.
There were no
Yeah,
greater
fair enough.
craftsmen than the dwarves of
Okay,
Khazad-dûm.
so
Those days
yeah,
were
right. I
gone,
should food up.
and Marzarg's orcs
Just
were
don't go
raiding black
Leroy
dwarves
Jenkins on me here.
from Mordor, who had taken their
Assume that I'm
ancient
always gonna
craft
be a little bit
of
behind you,
warrior
okay?
To forge their vile weapons of war.
Because sometimes I am. let's go ahead and get that out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my hobby gift. 1,000 marks. That's not bad. And 50 virtues XP in a bucket. Let's see. I will put on light oil. Let's see if that helps us also. Okay. Let's give it a go. So this is Halls of Crafting, which is a dungeon, instance. Yeah, instance. And it's, I think, like a 6-person instance. So we're trying it with 2.
Since it's still stuttering, I'd say go ahead and take it down a level on graphics.
No, hang on. I'm going to lower my graphics a little bit more. Looks like my system may still be stuttering, so we're going to go to... Oh, see, it popped back up to high. Yeah, we're going to go back to low graphics here. I don't know why it pops up like that.
Sometimes it doesn't work right. Switch it to something else. Very low.
Okay. We're going to keep playing with my graphics here. Hold on just a moment. All right, we'll try that. It doesn't look different.
All right, go back in.
Yeah.
Now you can change that setting.
Yeah.
And then set it to low.
All right, we're going to switch it to low. It should flicker for a second and give us something, give us a different look. Well, it doesn't look any different, though.
Let's see if it responds.
Interesting. Because, I mean, I love running the game in high graphics. It looks gorgeous. Hang on a second. Let me... Yeah, that still says there, but let's go to advanced graphics. That's all low and medium. Okay, let's go back to graphics. It still says low. Okay. What's that mean? PVMP performance override. What does that mean? I mean, PVMP is what Monster play in here. Automatically set various performance-related options to low settings while in PvP areas. I mean, that doesn't matter. We don't play PvMP on this server. So we'll try that. See if that makes a difference. All right. I don't know. It still looks really good on my computer, so I'm thinking it didn't actually take the low graphics for some reason. I don't know why. We're trying to make sure it's not stuttering, so if you're watching this, you're not like having every couple frames drop.
Yeah, sometimes I find that Dropbox is sticky, so if you, that drop down, so if you go ahead and select high.
All right, we're going to try and select high. See if it does anything. Okay.
Go ahead and accept.
We're going to accept that.
Come back in.
And we'll try it again.
And hopefully it has a
And hopefully we'll unsticky it. There we go. Well, we got a flicker. We got something.
accept that and see if it's any
Okay, here we go. Let's give this a go. So yeah, so like I said, this is like a 6-person group instance. Oh, we're in combat. Okay. Okay. I was gonna do my invisible thing. Excellent. Going invisible. Okay, ready. You can go get their attention. She goes in and runs in and does this like group stun. And then I can do a group rain of arrows, which is nice. And let's do that again. I took out a couple more. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, so Abigail came in here the other day and tried to do it solo, which was fine for a little while, and then it was too much. Okay, I'm ready. Yeah, so we're hoping that with the 2 of us we can knock this out. So one of the reasons why we're doing this one is because it gives the bosses, you get a lot of those runes that we were talking. Oh, we didn't talk about the runes. The runes that we didn't talk about. We're gonna get those. We like those. All right, cool. So let me check my inventory here. Cool, I have one already. So this little thing here, and it always looks like a hockey puck kind of thing to me, made out of stone. It is a rune, and let me put that away. Oh, you went in, okay. It's all good. And those runes have experience, legendary item experience. So when you consume the rune, I don't know, maybe you read it or something. And then it applies that experience to that legendary item track, as we were discussing. And that's what I want. I want to get those. Oops, they stunned me, little stinkers. Your health got a little low, too. It's probably that group that was chasing you. May have done that, too. Exciting. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Garther. Some people see them as pills, so pop the pills. I mean, I can always call it a puck. I know it's not, but it's what it is for me, I guess. Oops, did I get us into combat? Dang it. I'm gonna do my invisible thing. Oh, nice. Okay. Sweet. Okay, yep, go for it. Pull them on over. That should do a few things. A little bit of damage to those guys. So I don't remember what's the storyline of what's going on here. The halls of crafting. I'm guessing it's an area, probably in Moria, that the orcs have taken over, and orcs and goblins have taken over, and we're trying to clear it back out for the dwarves who are like, yeah, we want Moria back now, please. It's like that in the 16th hall too, right? Isn't that the one that we do? Where we're trying to reclaim it for Moria. Hmm? Yes, go for it. Cool, cool. Nice stun. I like it. Yeah, Afdil's got this crazy stun that she goes in and does. It's pretty cool. It's a minstrel thing. Yeah, so because we're on the legendary server, there are certain things that we have restricted. For example, our max level on the server is currently 60. So we only have like, so many trait points to work with, for example. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this guy out. So yeah, once we get some more trait points, it'll like even make, oh shoot, I did not mean to do that. My bad. Yeah, hunter aggro. Oops. Hunter gotta shoot. Hunter gotta hunt. Also, hey Arthur, how are you today? I have a tickle in my throat that occasionally gets out of control. Aside from that, I'm doing great. Speaking of, I'm trying out the earlier stream because I noticed that I was getting a little tired sometimes. Now, it was also on the days that we had class for our Dutch lessons, and so, we'd get up in the morning, which I don't like to do. Oh, okay. Bring him over. And then we would be out for 4 hours, in class and stuff, which, is good. It's important. This is what got you? Okay, so let me pay attention here for a few minutes. Fine, other than your cable TV box being dead. Oh, that's a bummer. Excuse me. Okay, I think we got everybody in this immediate area. Hey, piano plant. Or piano paint. You are new. Well, welcome. So this is Lord of the Rings Online. I don't know if you've played this game before, but it's pretty awesome. And, oh, we're going to do one solo. Sweet. Okay, then let me focus on him. The guy can. Yeah, well, I went ahead and did him with Heartseeker. So I'm playing a hunter, which I really enjoy. It's ranged, as you might guess. I'm kind of Legolas, but as a hobbit. Right? Legolas wishes he could be a hobbit. Indeed. And let's see, we're both playing hobbits. That's Affodil, my handy minstrel compatriot. Very handy. Yeah, she's good at going in and she like yells at them and gets their attention and stuns them. She's got this great stun. And then I can hit them with a nice range of arrows. And then about that time, I just hit them with some regular stuff. She hits them with some other minstrel yells. They just don't like being yelled at by a minstrel, I guess. I don't know. Ah, this is a boss. Got to pay a little bit of attention.
Summon out 2 ads.
Okay, the boss is going to summon out 2 ads, so we'll want to be ready for that. Be prepared for that. Okay, I'm ready. Go introduce us to the guy. To Ambal. Right. Sweet. No. Alright, I guess I should work on their little dead-eye guys. Take out his little friends. Oh, cool. He's almost done. Boom. Easy peasy. That wasn't too bad for 2. So this is a 6-person instance that we're doing, but we're trying it with 2. Now it's, I think, a level 50, right? 50 something.
58.
Oh, 58. Oh, that's pretty close to what we are, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not that over leveled.
Legendary items.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. The new legendary items, and we were talking about that, they're better, basically, than the old ones were. So whereas before, let's say you did, like, I don't know, like let's say it took you a minute to take something down. With the new legendary items, it might take you like 20 to 40 seconds. Like, they're better. They're demonstratively better. So yeah, so we have more strength at level 60 in this instance, in this level 58 instance, than we would have at level 60 before. So yes, hi Weir Willow, good to see you. Less TV equals more Lotro, right? Yeah, exactly. See, Egg Arthur, we can totally find a silver lining for you. Well, I hope there wasn't anything you really wanted to, like, you know, watch on TV, but still, that'd be really annoying if there was, because I have to say, I go through phases. Like, we've got the TV right here now. It was, like, over in the corner, but now it's, like, right here, right next to me. And I go through phases where I'm, like, I will put the TV on, listen to, like, the local news, even though I don't understand half of what they're saying. But the half I do understand, I'm like, oh, hey, I know these words, you know, and that's kind of exciting. So I'll just have that playing in the background, or like Doctor Who, some, you know, when the season is on, sometimes we'll watch that, because we do get BBC One here, which is nice. And actually, I have to admit that I have been, like, with all the international news going on, I have been watching BBC a little bit more, because I understand what they're saying, and there's a lot to understand, and I want to make sure I'm not missing stuff. As opposed to the local news where they're like, probably talking about some chickens, and I'm not sure how it impacts me. You know, is this a chicken shortage? Is it like they might be crossing the road? And if I want to know more, I can go to their website, the news page's website, and just like find the news story, and then I'll like translate it when I need to. So that is another way to find out what's going on. I love it. When we first moved here, so I live in the Netherlands, for those of you who are new to the stream, and one of the first news stories after we moved here was about how there were some horses nearby, and they're wild horses, which I thought, that's pretty dang cool. What? Oh, you almost went down. Whew. And they were getting too close to some areas where there were too many people and roads, and so those pastures were not completely safe. So they were relocating the wild horses. That was the big news. I'm like, dude, I can absolutely live with this as our primary news problems. Like, totally doing. Oops, I may have gotten their attention. Apparently, there's some stuff here, says Affodil. I think at some point we probably should do like streams that are just both of us on on audio. All right, hang on. I'm paying a little attention here. What is this guy doing? He's running back and forth, but I sort of see him, and then I sort it out. There we go. He's like our new cats. We got new cats. We have 2 cats now. We've had cats before. Although, I guess together we've only had 1 cat. But both of us, myself and before, have owned cats previously, or been owned by cats, is more probably accurate. But as a unit, we've only owned 1 cat before, or cohabitated with her. She was not a typical cat. She had trauma, and so it was, you know, dealing with that. Oh, this is gonna be an interesting one. Oh wait, no, is this the thing where we pull the lever? Oh, okay. Be ready to heal myself. Oh, okay. So should I go ahead and go into endurance stance? Okay, I'm gonna go into endurance stance. That's something you can do as a hunter. Is you have 3 different stances. Well, a lot of characters have different stances you can go into. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, done. So I have 2 stances that I use more than anything else. One that I use most of the time, and it gives me a higher critical rating. I like that, as we discussed previously. Let's see. There are fires in here, and they hurt. Wow, Affidel, you're really low. Dang. Apparently. Affidel says, watch out for the fire, and then Affidel did not watch out for the fire. Oh, what were we talking about? It'll take you a few minutes to get over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I put myself into endurance stance, which has the benefit. I have a higher evade chance, so I'm less likely to get damage in the first place, which is useful. But then also the skill I have down here on number 3, the quick shot. The current streamer has died 1 time. The current streamer's helper has died 1 time in the stream. I think that's more accurate. I don't think I get to get dinged for other people's deaths. Anyway, so quick shot. It gives you back morale. Also, blood arrow has restores 10% of maximum morale. So those 2 are really useful if you're in in some sort of a situation where your health is becoming a problem. Now we tend to run with having a healer or have somebody who is doing healing. So, whether it's a minstrel focusing on healing or healing us once in a while she's doing all this DPS, or the Bjorning who will do this little field of health. Pretty cool stuff. So we usually have somebody who does some healing, but it's really good to know how you can heal yourself if you need to. Now, I've gone back to my precision stance, which gives me, additional finesse rating, but that is giving me +1 focus every 5 seconds. And the focus is this little track down here. Now, I'm using a UI, so my graphics are a little different than, say, your what you get, straight out of the box. But yeah, these little dots down here indicate how much focus I have. And then you use that focus on some of your skills. So for me, Heartseeker, which does a lot of damage, it's fantastic, and it uses, does it not say? Maybe it doesn't use focus. I know that the Rain of Arrows, it costs 5 focus, so I gotta have at least 5 focus in order to be able to use that. And that meter maxes out at 9, so I can't do it like twice in a row. I couldn't do it twice in a row anyway because it's got a cooldown. Penetrating shot is also really good, and that costs 3 focus. So you're for me, I'm often balancing like adding focus so I can use the big things. Now the nice thing is like Eldarin arrow. I don't remember it being called that. I thought it was called something else. Anyway, that adds 1 to your focus. Improved, swift bow, the double double shot, or in my case 3 shots now because it's upgraded. That gives you 2 focus when you use it. Quick shot gives you 1 focus. So, you know, so these are different ways that you can boost up your stuff and get that focus that you want. I also, though, I don't know if you noticed, this thing I do sometimes is I use camouflage, which puts me into a stealth mode. And then while I am stealthed, I will do this other one, focus, which gives me 1 focus point every 0.3 seconds. And there's something about the combinations in there that it gives, it does more damage. I do more damage, which is great. Oh, you know, if we need it, I do have that, excuse me, what's it called? Supreme Focus, Potion of Focus, which gives me a 20% devastate magnitude. Yeah, increases the potency of your devastating critical hits. So when we're in with a big bad, if I need it, I can pull that out. It doesn't last long, it only lasts like 5 seconds. So it's so funny because I'm starting on the half hour, or started on the half hour, I should say. And I'm so used to starting on the hour. So as I was like going through and I'd be like, oh, okay, oh my gosh, I gotta go. It's like an hour. And I'm like, wait, no, it's an hour and a half. And then I'm like, right, I gotta start my timer at 25, not 55. Like it's just kind of making me have to focus differently. Hang on, I'm gonna take another cough drop.
So you can pull the lever front and then come help me take it down.
Okay, I'm gonna go pull a lever. I'm gonna pull a far lever. And then I'm gonna run back to where Affodil is and help defeat all these things. Because every time you pull a lever, a bunch of stuff shows up. Looks like my oils wore off. Put some more light on. Yep, it did. So I've been going to physical therapy and the chiropractor about my back. My back has been hurting me. And the chiropractor today saw the way I was sitting, because I was doing some homework, and made some comments about perhaps things I should be doing differently. Now the biggest problem is I am a little bit of a short person. So when I'm sitting in your average chair, my feet don't reach the ground very well. But she made the point that really I should be sitting like not necessarily in a soft, squishy couch because it's like moving things around in a funky way. And also I put my feet up in my lap a lot rather than having them flat on the ground because I don't reach the ground most of the time. Excuse me. Apologies there. So bottom line is I probably should get like, you know, an office chair or a gaming chair or something. Something that is low enough or able to be lowered close enough to the ground that I can put my feet on the ground and not be putting them in my lap like I like to do. And also give me some, you know, back support and support from my arms, because as it is right now, I do a lot of this, which is not really good for me either. Don't necessarily want a chair that rolls, but most of them come with wheels. Although I think you can lock the wheels, right? That might be all right. So my problem is I'll end up pushing something and then I'll be like across the room, or I'll be keep pushing myself away further and further from the table, not realizing it until I can't reach the table. And be like, well, that's why my shoulders hurt. But I do a lot here at the desk, so not just play Lord of the Rings. Okay, I think we got everything. Woot woot. So I will be streaming for about 2 hours, give or take. Usually. Oh. Okay. But I'm going to stay in damage mode if that's all right. Yeah, okay. I'm going to stay in damage mode. Affodil's going in healing mode. We're going to try this with just the 2 of us, so Yeah, okay. Now I'm on red line, which means preferably I'm stationary. Oh, did you redo your foods?
Yeah.
Okay. Let
He's gonna
me.
throw you around probably, but
Oh, that's true. He'll probably throw me around. It's okay. I'm just giving you a heads up. He might hit me more than we anticipate. But if you can get his attention to start us off here.
go ahead.
Oh, can I? Oh, he is red. Awesome. A lot of the bosses you can't start. They what's hip reflect or something? Or do we have a special thing? Okay, cool. Never mind. Wow. I'm like half healthing up. Sometimes it's not good. Alright, I'm gonna pay attention for a second here. Went ahead and did a potion. Good news is he's halfway down already. Bad news is I keep getting really close. Really far down. Does he have reflect? What's the deal here? Okay. What assistance? They disappeared. Boom. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, and that counts towards Legendary Moria. Not that I need it, but it's okay. Woot. That's true, but oh yeah, okay, so we were doing a challenge there by taking him out before the assistants show up, or got to him, or something. I wasn't paying that close attention to that part. Cool. So yeah, so this was interesting to try and do this with just 2 people. Did I already check the box? Oh, I guess I hadn't. They have medallions of Lothlorien in them, which... Can we trade in medallions for the rune, heritage runes?
What's that?
Can we trade in?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Well, we can, but minimum level 85.
Oh.
So, you know.
Okay. So I have a bunch of these figments of Moria. No, what are they? I just forgot what they're called. Medallions of Lothlorien. And also, it's really funny. So I'm wearing the that one, the Fateful Toolkit, which gives me bonus festival and landscape wallet barter tokens while I'm wearing it. So for example, that chest that I opened would normally have 1 of those Lothlorien medallions, but because I'm wearing the toolkit, I got 2. And I've been wearing it for a lot of the Lothlorien stuff we've done. So I have been getting bonus of those Lothlorien tokens, or the gold leaves that we get, and like I have a lot of Lothlorien stuff, and it's like I need to find a way to use this stuff at some point. It would be nice. Oh, it's the encounter travel is still up. Interesting. But you're right here. How odd. My encounter travel thing is still up, even though we've both left it.
Yeah, like, it doesn't automatically close.
I thought it would automatically close once the last person left.
No, the missions act that way.
The missions act that way, but not the encounters. Yeah, I don't feel a need to draw back in. That's okay. Oh, yeah, so what did I get? Okay, let's see what my pile of loot is. Well, I got some trinkets that I will probably just get rid of, like crossbows and stuff. But, let's see, we've got this plain heritage rune of legend. That's 27,000 experience. And I got a 20,000 one. I got 2 of those. That's nice. And we got 8 of the ones that have 2,000 each. And I got 8 of the ones that have 15,000 each. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. Now you'll notice that I also got this one, which has 31,000 XP, legendary item experience, but you'll notice it has a red box around it because your character has to be a minimum of level 85 in order to be able to use it. My character is level 60, so I am unable to use that rune. So that one is just going to go into my vault where I have a bunch of those because eventually we will be level 85. And hopefully it'll be a time when there's a really good legendary reward track. And I'll just be like, bam, 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 bam. Just zoom right through that thing. That'll be pretty funny. Now, you'll notice though that I haven't consumed these right now. Okay, here's the reason why. Yeah, legendary servers, where I'll totally use that someday in a few years. Is kind of that's what vault space is for. So my my runes that I have not used them yet. Because, okay, so you'll notice they say minimum level 45. So anybody who's level 45 or above can use them. And on each server, all of your characters on your account contribute to the legendary item reward track. So there isn't one for each character, there's one for each server. So that dance emote that I'm gonna get, I can only get it once in this reward track. Like all of my characters are sharing all of these rewards. So I will apply it to this character, and then if maybe there's a future reward track where it comes up again, I'll be able to give it to another one of my characters, for example. But yeah, this reward track is for all of my characters on this server. So that's the good and the bad of it. So what I'm doing is I have a level 45 character who has her legendary items, and so she has access to the legendary item reward track. And she is the one who's consuming those reward pucks. Now, why is that? Because basically, I don't know if you remember, but when you're like a lower level character, having like 1,000 experience could like take you to the next level, right? Like the amount, just the single amount, like 1,000 is a lot when you're an early level character. But when you're like a level 58 character, 1,000 experience is like this much on your, XP bar to get you to the next level, right? So it doesn't have the same significance. It doesn't have the same impact. Same thing with this legendary item reward track. If I have a level 45 character and they take one of these runes, it's going to give them like this much experience. Whereas with my level 60 character, it's only going to move the bar this far on this reward track, just because it's different, in you. Before has an image that he has uploaded onto a website, and it compares consuming a heritage rune of the same amount and consuming it on a level 45 character versus consuming it on a level 60 character. And you can really see, it's got like, he drew like it's got little colored bars on there, so you can see the difference. Yeah, the level 45 character advanced about 3 times as far on the reward track. So let me scooch this back a little bit to where I am. I think I'm like around 13 or so. I'm in 15. So you see how it's got like a little purple bar there? That's as far as I've gotten on this experience bar for level 15. And then once I hit that, it'll go into level 16 and so on. So I'm hanging on to those reward pucks, and I will pass those on actually to one of my other characters via the shared storage, because I find that really convenient to do it that way. I just pass things through. So you'll see I've actually got a stack of them sitting there waiting for her, because I haven't logged on with her in a couple days. But then she'll be able to just consume those and get me a lot further. So that's something I've been doing, is I'm giving things off to characters, to get max benefit depending on who it is. So like I have a bunch of the Moria rep for the Iron Garrison Miners and the Iron Garrison Guards. And once you've gotten into Moria and done the initial quest, and then there's another quest that you can do that allows you basically to consume all of the Moria rep. There's like, well, you just saw there's like 6 different things, three for the miners and 3 for the guards, different kinds of trinkets that you can consume for experience. So I have those excuse me, put aside in here, and then my plan is, and I keep forgetting to do it, is to have each of my characters who've gotten their legendary items, which is almost all my characters on the server now, and have them just kind of work on maxing out Moria rep, because then that's when you max out rep, it finishes deeds, and deeds give you Lotro points, which is awesome. Hypatia 2019, good evening to you as well. It is evening here. It's 6:30 at night. So So the birds are enjoying some of the evening sun. You can hear them, they start to make their noises. Oh my gosh, there's a set of, I don't know what it is, geese? No, ducks? The ones that come by late at night? The ducks? Yeah, like 11 o'clock at night. Every night. Almost every night. Like, you'll just be chilling out and all of a sudden, yeah, it's like 11:30 at night. Like, they must be camping out nearby or they're telling everybody to go to bed or I don't know what they're doing. It's really funny. Crazy ducks. Crazy ducks. So we have 2 new cats. I barely mentioned that. So you may notice there's a big cat tower back there behind me that we built for the cats. They haven't tried it out yet. Before it says I already got a 6.3, you've already got 6.3 million experience, legendary item experience, tied up in the level 85 heritage runes. That's a lot. You've been running a lot more instances than I have though. Yeah. Doing the homework takes me a lot longer than it's taking before to do. So I'm finding that I have less free time for other things. On the other hand, before is working a lot more than I am, so it kind of balances out. He's really good at bringing in the funds that we use to pay the bills. So that's really important. All right, so what shall we do now? Oh, I like that title, Feather Duster. That's cute. Yeah, you want to pick another instance to go through? Let's do a different one.
Maybe we could do missions at Gabble.
Missions at Gobblaka. Do they give legendary item experience?
No.
Then let's not do those.
I'm not actually sure what those.
Like, I only want to do legendary item stuff. That's all I'm after.
I'm not sure I can.
We did some stuff the other night. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's pick something. Let's pick another Moria dungeon.
Okay.
And let's see what we get out of it.
Okay.
So this will be, you know, a time for us to experiment. And maybe this time I'll write it down. We did this on Saturday as well with our normal kin grouping, but then I forgot to like write down what gave stuff and what didn't. So yeah, now we'll have to try it again. Okay, so we're gonna try the Mirror Halls of Luminar. Oh, I'm glad you're leading this. I can never remember how to get through this one and the waterworks. Man, I mean, I know they're simple once you've run it like 100 times, but I still don't get it. I mean, I get it, but it's just too much to remember. Also, my mind doesn't holding things necessarily in the same fashion that it used to hold things. So I have to choose what my brain is going to hold. I think I'm going to go for Dutch first for now. And then figure out, you know, the waterworks and the mirror halls later. You know, I could probably hit them from here. I think I will. That is reasonably satisfying. Anyway, so the cats came home to us. Oh, it's too far away. On Saturday, but they are still very uncertain about this new environment and the new humans that they're in, you know.
Pull the lever, Conk.
Oh, do I need to pull a lever? No, you just go ahead and do it next time. So this is how the mirror things work. You pull these levers and it turns the mirrors. And if you turn it the right way, it does things like, for example, this was a bunch of webs and now it's open and we can go through it. And if this is your first time coming through, you'll want to stop and check out these broken mirror shards. There's a deed associated with that. So, and then in the second room, we have some more wargity wargs.
Boss first, then mirrors.
Boss first, okay.
That's the boss.
Wait, the boss isn't awake. I can't tag the boss. Sorry. Now I can tag the boss. Cool. Oh yeah, I guess Heartseeker doesn't take, for some reason I was thinking it took, focus, but no. It just takes time. It takes a while to to come back up. It's got a long induction, or not induction, but cooldown. Yeah, it's got like, I don't know, 50-second cooldown. It's really long. Yeah, runes.
You get them all.
No, did I?
Yeah.
Apparently, I got them all.
That's it.
Oh.
Do the mirrors now.
Oh, no, don't make me do the mirrors. I do not want to do the mirrors. No. Don't make me do the mirrors. There we go. Yeah, see, so notice how that opened up in the background there. So that's what we're trying to accomplish, is find our way through, get these mirrors all lit up. And then, yeah, we gotta jump down here. And this has like little landings. Oops, or you could just miss them all. Wow, I'm not sure if I've done that before. Yeah, I only got like a 30 seconds of damage. That's not so bad. Wait, am I stuck back here? Oh no, here we go. That would have been really funny if I'd gotten stuck behind the mirror. Oh, these bats, they're annoying. Because then more show up. Like that. Because so you're like, cool, I'll do this area effect thing, and you do your area effect thing, and then more of them show up. It's like, but I don't have my area effect thing now. So that's annoying to me. Oh, well, anyway. So if you're looking to do Morvals, if you're doing a Morval Slayer, this is a good place for it, though, because there's a bunch of them. Also, there is a deed for this particular location for the mirror halls. There's a bunch of deeds, really. Pull up the deed tracker real quick. Let's see. Would it be under instances? I think so, right? Shadows of Angmar, instances. Mirror halls. There's the crystal mirror shards. Maybe that's not the best way to search for it. I'll do that later. We have a mini boss here. Anyway, there's a bunch of deeds in here to complete. And Maravel is one of them. We're going up now, I believe. Yep. Well, some of us are. Oh, we got some bats. I'm gonna check my settings again. That's not settings. Control. Oh. Yeah, it popped it back up to high. How bizarre. I wonder why it won't keep the settings that I put.
Just because it says it's high doesn't mean it's high.
Just because it says it's high doesn't mean it's high.
Go back into options and go to advanced. And see what things look like.
Yeah, medium, low, low.
Okay, then you're on that.
Is it medium,
The combo box itself is just not popular.
disabled, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I was just stuttering again, so I thought, well, maybe it had done something. Made it more difficult. Trying to do too many things at once. Yeah, getting maybe a more beefy computer is kind of like on our to-do list, but we have other things for priority first. So we want to get some windows up on the top floor. Currently, there's a couple of little teeny tilty windows. And we want to get like windows you can open, have screens on it, because there's water right nearby, and so we get mosquitoes in the summer. Well, summer and fall. Yeah, so having it so that we can keep them out of the house would be nice. Because, man, I do not like mosquitoes. They like me, and I do not want them.
Alright, shot the light across.
What are we doing? Oh, you shot the light across. Cool. Affodil has made the light go from here to there and there to here, and good things happening everywhere. I get stuck on a wall. More bats. Oh yeah, this is a little bit easier for us because this is only a 3-person instance, as opposed to the 6 that we were doing before. So, yeah, we're right on level fits. We often do this with 3, because it goes really fast that way.
So this mirror is important because it opened the black bit that blocks the way here.
Oh, apparently this mirror is really important because it opens up something.
Yeah, this passageway is blocked otherwise.
Oh, this passageway that we just came through.
Yeah, you can see the webbing.
Yeah, we have webbing here.
Webbing stuff.
So I guess something we already did
Yeah, then
pointed the mirror at this.
when we shot the light over here.
Oh, I guess maybe that one.
Something
It's cool. You see, this is like one big giant puzzle, which is, I mean, interesting, absolutely. But I don't have it. Like, I don't have it in my head. And I'm glad that Effidel does. Cool. Yeah, so I'll be streaming here for about another, not quite an hour, right? Yeah.
Give or take.
Yeah, give or take.
50 minutes plus overage.
Plus overage. We've been watching some of the football here in Europe, especially when the Women's World Cup was happening. Oh, that was so good. I hope they get back in again because the Dutch team is really good.
AKA the World Cup.
Yes. It is one of the World Cups, one of the two big World Cups. So yeah, we were really enjoying the Women's World Cup a few years ago. The Men's World Cup isn't quite as interesting to me. I don't know, it's just, there's a lot of like drama. Like the dudes, you know, oh, I've been hit, and rolls around on the ground like the person was nowhere near them at the time. Things like that. Like the women just don't seem to do that. They're more interested in like playing the game. And that's what I'm here for. Now, interestingly, I don't know if you saw that go across my screen there, that Kuzdul tablet. That's a relic from the old legendary items system where you would take these, they go into your wallet. So they're not even physical items that you carry around. They're just tokens. And you would go, and there's some folks in Bree that you would go exchange them with, and you could get more legendary items that way. You might be able to get like a legendary item that you're searching for example. But since we now have legendary items that are like with us and with us forever, excuse me. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with those Kuzdul tablets. They haven't addressed that yet. It seems like they're kind of doing this in, you know, iterative forms, which is what they had said they were going to do anyway. I think they wanted to do like basically the majority of what the changes were, which is set you up with like, you know, 1 or 2 legendary items that are yours for all time. And then create a system where they grow with you and they are customizable to your needs and your playstyle. So I think that was a really good, you know, first major change. And then finding a way to use this legendary item experience for something with the legendary item reward track. That's been good, and I like how they're doing that. So now this is the second season of the reward track, and they're running for about 3 seasons each, is my understanding, or 3 months each for each season. Just like normal seasons, about 3 months. Yeah, so just like summer only lasts 3 months, and winter and all of that, right? It's very precise. So, I think they're still looking at how things are going and where the gaps are hitting, you know, before they decide, you know, are Kuzdul tablets going to be for this or for that? Like, you know, do you apply it to the, I wonder if, like, I'm guessing just based on, you know, game design and business and trying to balance things, right? Like, what do you do with those? Do you allow it to somehow you could trade them in for ancient script, which is the stuff that you use to buy more, you know, different traceries? Would you use it to for legendary item experience? Like, I'm guessing it's going to somehow still be tied to legendary item stuff. I can't imagine that would be like deconstruct them into figments of splendor or something like that. I can't imagine that they would do that. That's because that's not like a 1-for-1. On the other hand, maybe they'll have like a special vendor where you can like spend them for housing items or something, or emotes. That'd be pretty cool. I doubt it though. It's probably more likely to be related to legendary items in some fashion. At any rate, I'm rather curious to find out what they do with that and eventually in the future. A donkey track. Like Arthur, the way you say that though, it reminds me of like that carnival game, you know, where you sit and there's like this long thing and you've got that ball and you roll it and it goes into the holes up at the end. And you know, you've got like the horses that are racing across the top. Nice. Oh, that was just a +1 medallion of Lorien. That's interesting. I didn't get a +2 on that one. So, you know, some things give the bonus and some don't. How funny. Yeah. But the last one we did, I got 2. Oh, crumbs. Did I mean to do that? Okay. Well, that's good. Affadil is 60 out of 100 to getting the donkey. Yeah, I do want to get that donkey as well. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's a cute little donkey. Not as cute as our cats, though. Our cat's hiding under the bed. Poor thing. Yeah, so we brought them home on Saturday, and they were at the, so they're 6 and 8 years old. So, you know, they've been like, they probably haven't had to have a lot of changes in their life, and probably not anytime, you know, recently is my guess. The person that owned them before unfortunately passed away. We don't know any more details beside that, but the son of that person is who took them to the animal shelter that we adopted them from. And they were at the shelter for 2 months, so that's a long time to be kind of sitting in a room and wondering what the heck just happened to your life, right? So they're a little skittish, as you might guess. And we don't speak that much Dutch. So if they are used to hearing Dutch, like, they're a little out of luck. Yeah, so different voices, different words, different house, different smells, like all of it, you know? All of it's so different from what they had been used to. So we are definitely understanding that they may, oops, that's probably not the way I want to go. May take some time to adapt. Let me see if I can find my way back down to somewhere safe. Sort of yeeting myself off the edge unintentionally. Well, that's good. Yeah, I was following you in case you run into anybody, but I haven't seen anybody.
There's probably one wandering around.
Oh, there she is. Yeah, okay, I see a couple of them actually. Let me see if I can. Oh, never mind, you found them. Well, I'll see if I can hit them if they're still there. Target not in line of sight. Bother. No, it was, but I think the one that was died, and then that one's further away. That's okay. Let me do a quick hunter search. This is one of the cool things hunters can do too, is they can do a search for creatures nearby. We do have a defiler nearby. Where's she at? In the same direction. That's the one. Yep. There's one that goes around and like has more show up basically. And what they do is they mess up these lights, and so you have to go back and refix them. It's really annoying. So if you can take out the one that is going around, it's like a task mistress, I think. And if you take her out, then she doesn't have the time to go and invite others into this party. Now that's true. Yeah, if you don't do that, she just keeps summoning new ones. And so if you're still working on that Slayer deed, I mean, that's kind of convenient. Yeah, you just go around taking out the ads, leave the main one, and let her just, because she just goes in a circle. So you could just make sure you stay far enough behind her that you don't engage with her. And just like, she spawns a new one, take it out. Slowly walk behind her. She spawns a new one, take it out. It's a slow way to do it, but you could do it that way. Sorry about my throat tickle. That's really annoying. But while I have my glass, let me remind you all that Deco de Mieux exists. That is a website that has a whole bunch of, it has like all of the housing items that you can find in Lord of the Rings Online. It's a database. It's really super cool. Thank you. There's a link there in the chat. And Deco, so what they do is when a new housing item comes out, so like the new Gil-galad banner, they will go, a lot of times these things are previewed on the Bull Roar test server, so which makes it even better for them, because then they don't have to make sure they have the tokens. They can get them somehow in the test server. But they'll go and grab the item, put it up in like a Belfalas house, so it's very unencumbered by other decorative things going on. And then they'll take pictures, screenshots of it from different angles, so you can get a really good idea of what it looks like, and then you can decide if that's something you want to get for your house. Oh, we should probably do the challenge.
Yeah. So I think we'll do the way of the challenge where we mark something.
Okay, cool. So we're going to do this challenge, which is to make sure to leave at least one of each of the different category of her minions alive. So if we look down, for example, you can see there's a Morval Tough, Morval Creeper, Morval Stalker, Morval Blood Drinker. I think that's all the categories. I think it's 4 or 5 categories. That might be all of them. So what Affodil is doing is putting a mark on top of, is marking 4 of them, one of each of the kinds. And so we'll make sure we don't touch those. Anybody without a mark can go. But if they've got a mark of the head, do not hurt them. That's the plan. Oh yeah, I probably should re-up my foods.
I'll switch to a healing stance.
Oh, okay. Affodil's going to go to a healing stance.
Because we can't get rid of them all.
Yeah. And just keep me alive while I beat up on them. Sounds great. Oh, okay. Oh, so yeah, it's really interesting. So with the legendary items, you know, you generally get your 2 legendary items when you go into Moria. But because Affodil will switch from like a damage stance to a healing stance, she's actually spent the time to go and create a second set, go and obtain a second set of legendary items from the tracery library in Elrond's house. Okay, ready. Let's go. Oops. So, yeah, she'll swap out for the other legendary items when there's time. And when we're not in combat. Yeah, you can't do it in combat, obviously. You are healing me, right? Okay. Well, if not, then I need to do something differently. I seem nice. Okay, well that's good. I just noticed I was really low in health and I wasn't sure if I should take a health potion or not. Buff, buff, buff. Oh, knees went off. Put that back on. Okay, so now she's doing her thing. Now, we technically don't have to take out any of these. But we can if we want to. See if I can pull one off. There we go. You're not marked. Oh, you're dead. Okay. And I just looked at them funny and they fell down. So we're just waiting for her to come back, because then I can hit her again.
Let their hides be my
That's not her. There we go. Fancy wood chest. I do not want to shoot the fancy wood chest. Yeah, she keeps throwing me around. Hey, lady.
feel the horror of their teeth.
Well, you got her attention. She knows who the real threat is. I mean, I know in a way, I suppose, because then you do keep me alive. Right? Yeah, mine says Eldarin Arrow. I'm like, that? It didn't used to say that. Oh, now she's all protected again. Get rid of another stalker. That thing's getting on my nerves. Man, you got a bunch of scratches on you. Yeah. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have put that one down. There we go. Put some traps under her. Dang it. Oh, she's immune. Aww. Oh, darn it. All right, I did try. Oh, darn it. I think she says they're gonna bite us. Yeah, that's the nice thing about these cats is I don't think they're aggressive. Our last cat was a bit aggressive. Oh, we think maybe we've heard one hiss when they were really afraid. That's really what it is. They're just very nervous right now still. But I could do some heals. Thank you. They are getting to the point where they're getting more comfortable with us. Before was able to. They've been hiding under the guest bed, and so sometimes like Before's been going in there and hanging out on the guest bed, and seeing just letting them be near him at that time. And that seems to be working out pretty good so far. Now, their previous owner was a man, and so my thinking too is that, they're more likely to warm up to Before, potentially. Oh no! I didn't do an area effect. Oh, sorry. I took out one, but it didn't have a thing over its head. Well, I don't know. Bummer. Yeah, kill all the things. Okay. I was gonna say, are we missing one of our indicators? I do only see 3 markings. Yeah. That's too bad. Oh well. Yeah. All right, everybody, come here. I'm done with this. We're done with you all. Wait, you served your purpose. We're done. Oh, one was behind me. As I say, is she coming back down? There we go. Yes, you cannot do that while moving. I didn't intend to be moving. That was somebody else's decision. We wanted to do the challenge because we figured we'd get more of those heritage runes. Come here, lady. There we go. And it's funny because you have like this is difficult terrain, so you walk slowly on here too, which is really funny. All right. I do not want the wings. They are all yours. That's true. I could just make them and vendor them. Let's see, what did I get? Oh yeah, I got a couple more. I got 4 of the 12.5s. I got, what else? So B4 is scheduled in an hour with plugging along, but what we're thinking what we might do is that when I finish, and I probably will finish late because I often do, and then B4 can kind of get prepared, take a few minutes, and then possibly start early. So have like our non-stop Netherlands block. Non-stop Netherlands block. I don't know. That sounds right. Oh, I only got one of the 2000s, 15, and I got one of the 15,000s. So that's not so bad. But 4 of the 12,500. That's pretty cool. I like that. Yay! All right, so this is the water wheels. This is the other one that I'm like, I do not want to try and figure this one out on my own. I like following Affadil instead. Oh, whoops. Affadil's still in healing stance. How about I just take these out? Affadil's working on swapping gear from healing stance back into DPS stance, because there really isn't much need for healing in this one. May be the last boss, but that's the one with the big pylons that come down and hit you, right? So as long as I don't get hit by one of those, I think we're fine. And at one point he gets enough damage that he goes and he tries to regenerate, and you got to go run over to a lever and then have one of the pylons hit him, and then he doesn't get his health back. So I think that's all we need to really do. All right, so step 1 is find your way up here and turn this wheel, apparently. All right, fine, I'll turn the wheel. Wheel has been turned. Oh, we go back down. Oh, okay. All right, I'll try not to fall. Apparently that's a bad idea, falling from up there. All right, and then, oh, but we can, I see, we want to end up on that walkway down there. Okay. Oh, I can do that. Little ankle tweaking, but aside from that, no biggie. Okay, all right. I see, okay, that opened this gate that we're running through right here. I know we're gonna go down a spirally staircase. Whee! One what? Etage. It sounds French. Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say there's a lot of words that we're learning in Dutch that are borrowed from other places like French. Whoops, shit. Sorry. There's a non-bridge there. I want to go across there apparently, but not yet. I gotta go pull a lever somewhere. I think it's over this way. Yeah, this is another one where it's easy to fall and miss the step there. Yay, made it this time. It's not 100% for me, so you know. It's one of those things. And dementia. Okay. I'm just going to do that, see what happens. I'll just switch it to very low just in case. Doesn't look any different though, which is so weird. So I'm used to when you put something on like super low, it just, everything turns to kind of like garbled. Okay, so we're going to pull this lever. All right, I'm pulling the lever. And then the bridge. There it is. Cool. Now just to fall in the right spot. Okay, I made it. Now we can get across the bridge without falling. Yay. All Netherlands, all the time. Yeah, it's actually like, because it's summerish, coming into summertime, you know, the days are getting longer. And because we're at a higher, latitude, then we're very north. Lots of planets have a north. Yeah. Well, longitude is the one that goes around and 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 around. It's a long string that can go on forever and ever and ever. So that's longitude. And so then latitude is the other one. The ones that go around the Earth? Yeah, like you're at the zero, the equator. That's a ring. It doesn't, you can't, and then you make a different ring at like 5 degrees or 10 degrees. And you make another ring, and you make another ring and another ring. Whereas the ones that go around like this, they go up to the North Pole. Well, then you can just start the next one. And then you can start the next one. And then you can start the next one. That's how I remember longitude and latitude. All right, first we have to activate this wheel. Activate. Is that like activating the dog? Do not activate the dog. I will stand here. Should I pull it? Okay, not yet. Wow, my captioning has gone all weird. All right, I'm pulling a lever. There we go, it's caught up. That opens up a timed gate. elsewhere that Affodil is going to go run through. Oh, apparently defeating some things on the way. I'm watching over on before screen. Fall through a thing. So it's like a one-way trip. That's part of the problem. But this will get them to a point where they're going to be able to... Oh, do I jump? Do I come down? Run down? Okay. So now I can go down. And the bridge is out for me. But Affodil's going to go open the bridge for me, assuming I don't throw myself off the edge. And I did. I'll be back. Agartha says, I remember different latitudes, different attitudes. Exactly, right? It was, yeah, changes in attitudes, changes in latitudes. It was a Jimmy Buffett song. I have the Jimmy Buffett Christmas album, which I quite enjoy, actually. So wait, I'm not sure where I'm supposed to go from here. I did go down. That was the problem. Do I go... The way we went through? Oh yeah, right, I gotta go back to the staircase and go down. Okay. The spiraling downward thing. Okay. Hey, this streamer has died one time on the stream. That streamer has died one time on my stream. I'm just gonna come onto your stream and die a bunch of times, and then I can mark yours like, streamer has died 10 times. This is what we do with each other. What? Okay, so now I'm at the bridge that we made go out. Oh, sweet. Hi. Cool. Good to see you. Thanks for waiting for me there. That's awesome. I appreciate you. I get lost in the game regularly. Oh, this is the time gate that I think Affodil had to go through. But wait, I'm not going in there now, am I? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's the strange flowers that you gotta go find, and one of them is in there. We've already done that deed, so I don't have to worry about that now. I didn't try to. But you have to jump up here to get on the stairs. And if you hit that wrong, you end up where I did, which is in the middle between all the stairs. And that's what happened. And this bridge had to be extended. Okay. And see, and there's a jump here too. See, there's plenty of jumps where I can overdo it and fall right off. I mean, yes, I'm practically Mario. I'm very adept at falling off of these things. I'm adept at falling off a lot of things in the game. That's why they make all those Moria like deeds and things where you fall off places. It's for people like me. Into the abyss, death by plugin. I hope not. I really like plugins. That would be really annoying if a plugin got in the way and caused my demise. That's the next stream, death by plugin. A plugin that randomly covers the screen with a black window for a second. That sounds horrible. Oh my gosh. Just when you start combat. Only when you start combat. Only when you go into combat. You have entered combat. Blank. Oh my gosh. That would be really scary because you'd have to be like, I hope I got it right. Anyway, days are getting longer. Well, daytime, sun time. I mean, days are still 24 hours and such. I'm like, wow. This is my highlighting. This is my moment to do my soliloquy. Death where his life fame. To be or not to be. Whether 'tis better... Hold on. I don't know if I can remember it anymore. Whether it's better to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune. Oh, or by opposing in them, maybe that's where that comes. Yeah, to sleep or chance to dream. To sleep. Wait, to sleep. Something to sleep or chance to dream. To dream the dying breath of dying. Oh, I don't remember none of it. Now I can do the other one. What a piece of work is man. How noble in reason. How infinite in faculty, in form and movement. How express and admirable. In apprehension, wait a minute. How like an angel? No. In something, how like an angel. In apprehension, how like a god. The beauty of the world. The paragon of animals hiding under our bed. So, there you go. Ah, there we go. What a piece of work is Hobbit. How noble in reason. What a piece of work is Hobbit. You know, it's funny because the reason I know that one as well as I do is because there was a musical back in like the late 60s, early 70s called Hair. And they put that piece of Shakespeare to music, that soliloquy, and it loops around, so you have to kind of deconstruct it in your mind when you're trying to do it. But that I do better with remembering songs than in just remembering words. But the words then, when they were singing, it was clear enough that I could remember what they're in here, understand what they were saying. And yes, Picard quoting it to Q. Yes. I know, right? Star Trek and musicals, man. All right, cool. I think I'm standing somewhere where I'm not getting hit by the bollards. Nope, but I am getting hit by the tank. So that was exciting. He's too far away now. Okay, whoa, here he comes. Hi, Carrig, how's it going? Whee! Oh, I did take a potion. It was too slow. Sorry, it's all you. Good luck. Okay. Oh, you might be able to res me. That's true. You can. You got it. You can take out that Carrig, right? Or Carlug. What? I don't have a res. Oh, here it goes. It may have just been slow. Dang. Dude. Oh, you're down. That's not good. But it's also not good because my computer is lagging. Yeah, nope. Alright, we'll have to retreat. Plus, yeah, I have to... Right? I should retreat with you. Yeah, I'll retreat with you. A momentum. Let me put the fast feet back on. And, yeah, see, I'm totally lagging out here. Alright, then you're going to need to make sure you stay near wherever I am. Because he throws me, and then I'll end up out of your range. Okay. Okay. Alphadel's going to switch over to healing. See if that works. Now, I could see if anybody in the kin wanted to jump in on this, but I don't know if anybody's level 60. Okay, he thinks we can do this on our own. Okay, fine. That's fine. Anyway, so yeah, in Hair, they did it to music. And so I can play that music in my head and have the words come out. It's just, it's a little hard to act it out because I'm having to play the song and say the words, but then try to say the words with acting. So this is why I'm a better director and producer than I am an actor. Also, I went to, my bachelor's is in theater. And one of the things I realized was that I would be watching, you know, people on stage, you know, my peers, and they would do things in acting that I were well beyond anything that I was capable of, or I don't know, had even thought of, that sort of thing. And that's when it occurred to me, like, it wasn't just like, you know, do you have the learning, do you have the experience, blah, 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 but like, there's definite talent in there that I did not have, is what I realized. And I was okay with that, right? Like, I was reconciled with that pretty fast. And I like directing anyway. Directing's fun. Hang on. Me with the lag. Yeah, my computer is not liking this dungeon at all. I don't know if it's coming across on the stream, but it's like on my screen. Oh, more down. Zoomity zoom. Bum, bum, bum. All right, well, we're coming down to like the last 15 minutes of the stream anyway, so I could put the captions down. Sorry, I got lost on the stairs. That's true. If anybody in chat is actively using the captions, let me know. If I don't hear anybody is actively using them for this battle, I might go ahead and either minimize them or stop them and see if that opens up some processing on my computer. Because I think part of well, I mean, it's a tough battle anyway with just two, but part of what didn't help was that I was trying to push buttons and it was very delayed. All right, I don't hear anybody popping up, excuse me, saying that they are using the captions. So I can drop those for the moment, see if that helps. Oh, I did not hit the stop button. I just closed it. I closed the window. Window be gone. That is one way to end the captioning. I could do with one more. Let me do the burning cakes real quick. Yeah, right? I'll say I hear him. All right, so you're healing me? I guess. Okay. My action was interrupted. Oh, that's disappointing. You must face target. Ah! So annoying when you queue up like, you know, your best thing, and it takes a ton of induction time, and then you finally go to do it, and it's like it's just gotten behind you. It's annoying. All right, here we go. It's gonna do a quake. It says. Oh, and that put me right under a thing. I'm trying to get out from under it. Okay. I think I'm good. Oh, he's kind of purplish sometimes. I didn't notice that before. Purple means love. Oh. No, it's just sometimes he's like green sparkling, sometimes he's oh, he's going to hide the nurse's wounds. Can you get to the lever? I don't know. Oh, I see that. We are rooted. Okay, I'll see if I can get to this lever and see if it's the right one. Because he's gone to the corner, kitty corner, or across from us here. Hopefully that knocked a thing on his head, on his noggin. All right, let me make sure I run around that one. Don't get hit in the noggin. Oh, but he's still got a bunch of health. Right? I don't want him to have a bunch of health. Hmm? You're doing great. Woo! Okay, cool. Yeah, right. You're not dead yet. Well, anyway, so I'll probably look at getting a chair instead of sitting on the couch at some point. A gaming chair or something. And then eventually a better computer. Well, yeah, okay, so we want to get windows for upstairs. And then we want to also have like a little cat patio, a catio built for the new kitty cats. So they can go indoors and outdoors all at the same time. It's like a gazebo. All right, we need to hit a lever. I'll try this one once I can move. Run, run. Excellent. Oh, ow. I thought I was on the edge of it. No, don't hit me twice, you stupid thing. Ay, stop running. Okay, there we go. Yay! I'm waiting for him to throw me right into one of these things. Yay! Kathump. Woot woot. Oh, what was the challenge where you got to go to those other rooms? Yeah, I'm fine not doing the challenge. The challenge for this one is actually quite difficult, I think. You have to go into one of the side rooms and take out the Carrigs in there, but they come at you in like groups of 2, and there's no time to heal up, and
One of the two possible options.
yeah, that's one of the 2 possible options. Oh, or okay, so yeah, you've got this like long extended battle where you're taking out, yeah, these little guys, and it takes you forever, and it's nonstop. Or you have like 3 really strong ones to just like hit over and over and over and over. I was gonna portrait exit. Yeah. Oh, apparently using your hunter travel is faster than portrait exit. I forget. I'm so used to doing portrait exit now. So, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. All right, so we're coming down to like the last 10 minutes of my stream. Excuse me. So if there's anything that you want to talk about, or any questions you had about, I don't know, anything that we're doing, or anything about Lotro, or anything about the bright, bright sun that is coasting across the horizon slowly as it goes down for the night here in the Netherlands. Feel free to pop it into the chat there. All right, we're gonna go do the school at Tham Mirdan. So when the new legendary items came out, this was a location you could go to get a bunch of those traceries that you were looking for to slot in there. And because the cool thing is when you get a tracery that you can't use, that's not useful to you, you can deconstruct it for the ancient script, which is that currency that you can use to get the ones that you do want. So I may have started combat. It's a hunter thing. And I learned it from the minstrel. It's fun when the minstrel does. Quirky and amusing. It's just de rigueur when the hunter does it. Irresponsible, nay. It's just part of how we do things around here. Okay. Oh, well, I just trapped him. I meant to trap the others, but sure, that works too. Oh, I think I shot the wrong person. Sorry. Hunter's gotta hunt. Not anymore. That group is optional, says Affadil. Oh, I guess I didn't need to do the big one there. Are we fighting these things guys too? Okay. Hey, look, there's a chest right in front of me. That's convenient. I stop hitting things and there's a chest just shows up right in front of me. So useful. What? No, I was trying to loot the chest. Oh, okay, we needed these things. No, I mean I was trying to loot the chest and instead I shot at these guys. Oh, okay. Oh, it's just a one person looting. That's sufficient to open it up and everything comes out. Yeah, it's just I find that interesting how there are some chests that you've got to like everybody has to touch it, and then there's some where it was like, yeah, one person opens it and everybody gets their stuff. I don't know. It seems weird. Hey, a fancy wood chest. I'll try not to shoot it. Sometimes I shoot things.
Okay, so you want to do the challenge?
Yeah, let's do the challenge. You gonna aggro and drag him around?
Yeah.
Cool.
Try to be efficient though, because normally it's
Can do.
2 of us doing these books.
Can do. So Affadil is going to run in, get everybody's attention. Hopefully. Okay. And I'm going to try and sneak in over here and put out these burning books. Because if you get hit, it stops the induction of you extinguishing the books, the book stand. So then there's a lot of things in here, a lot of dudes that can be shooting at you. So what you do is you send one person in who gets everybody's attention and then runs out of the room and just like kites them long enough to stay alive and everything. Or takes them out, whatever, you know. You got options. While the others run around in here doing the book stands. I'm on number 4, starting number 5. There's 10 book stands. So just so you know. Okay, 1/2 is done. I see Affadil's health is still existing. Thankfully, you know, she's the...
I killed them all.
Oh, you've killed them all.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I'm still doing my thing. It means the big boss, I think, might be coming to say hello here in a moment. But I'm on number 8. And I believe, yeah, Affadil's engaged the boss, so we're fine. What's that?
Just know that.
Okay. I don't know if you gotta not finish him off, though, before I finish the book stands. Okay. Well, let's find out. Oh, hey, the challenge is still sitting there on mine. Okay.
Oh, you're right.
We had to finish the challenge before the Gagavi guy was defeated. You could have just kited him, like, for 2 seconds. Well, okay, more than 2 seconds, like 10 seconds, but I did extinguish all the book stands, so at least it's like, wait, no, there's 2 chests here.
Oh, nice.
So maybe.
Alright.
Maybe.
I think it's a legendary experience from the quest completion.
That's interesting. Yeah, it says challenge Flames of Defeat Commander Tarsh.
Yeah.
I don't have that. I mean, like, it's... My challenge is still to defeat Commander Tarsh.
Yeah, because we didn't get that triggered because he was already defeated. Didn't expect you could do that. Oh, wow.
I don't suppose if we leave and come back, he'll show back up.
No, but we can always run it again.
That's too funny. Well, I'm at the last couple minutes here, so I'm about ready to pass it on. Does that work for you?
Do you have any housekeeping to finish up with?
I can work on. Okay, so I am, let's see, I think I'm going to say goodbye to Affadil here. Affadil's going to go find somewhere interesting to be for their stream. Bye. Wave. Bye. You know what's really interesting is one of there's 2 emotes, the wave or hi and then bye, and from what the character is doing, they look the same, right? So like, so wave looks like this, jump and a little hop, and, you know, little hop and the thing, and bye is a little hop in the wave, right? But in the chat, like in your area thing, it'll say, like for me, it says you wave goodbye to Affadil, as opposed to you wave to Affadil. So I find that really interesting that even though it uses the same visuals, it is actually a different thing. So I'm gonna pop back to the neighborhood because I started here, allowed me to pick up that legendary Moria quest. By Quartermaster. I guess I could have waved bye to the Quartermaster. You can do that to NPCs also. You can wave goodbye to them. You can emote at them in various ways. In fact, do I have any of those outstanding? I might. Actually, you know what? I'll show you this real quick. So ingredient crates, first of all, let me grab these. They have the universal ingredients in them that you can use for crafting. And there's 2 different kinds. There's the ingredient crate, which anybody can use, and then there's the premium crate, which is only available to subscribers. But you get 3 in the one and 6 in the other. So that's 9 universal ingredients that you can get every day from one character. And then each of your characters can do that. So like on the server, I have like 12 characters. So I could go through and do that. So 9 times 12, you know, whatever that is. So I'm getting 100 and some of those universal ingredients every day if I wanted to. Which, for example, if I wanted to come in and make like this cloak, I could use all of these different regular ingredients, which are, you know, like a mithril flake and all this kind of stuff, which sometimes can be a pain to get. But if I'm just making it for myself or one of my other characters on the server, I can click that right there and it says use universal ingredients. And for example, that cloak, which is a level 6, like a tier 6 guild cloak, and it just uses 8 of those ingredient packs. Now it'll be bound to my account, so I could pass it on to myself or any one of my other characters on the account, you know, on the server. So that's a really, really cool thing. No, I guess I have to be at a workbench. Okay, so I could fix that. But yeah, so you'll notice I have like 14,000 of them because I collect them. I just don't use them. But anyway, so what I was going to show you guys real quick is, let me go into the class race epic. This is the deed tracker. It's a plugin. And it's actually a plugin that B4 created. So if you have any questions about the deed tracker, you can ask him here in just a few minutes, because he is going to be coming on with Plugin Along, which is his stream where he talks about Lotro plugins and does some plugin development during the stream. So we will switch over to him here in just a minute, but let me show you. So these emotes here. So for example, Fire Breather, you had to, I think, receive 5 cheers a day, up to the point then where you had 100 cheers. But again, you can only get 5 per day credit. And then once you finish that, you get Fire Breather, which gave me the Fire Breath emote. So there's all these emotes here that I'm still working on. Actually, I kind of fell behind. And let's see, so salute. So like the sword salute, and they're hidden deeds. So I can't tell you how far along I am in the deed because I don't know. But I can look at Wenda, and I can do the / salute, and I gave her a quick salute, right? Oops, let me move back. And I can do that 5 times, and that counts as my 5 salutes that I've received for the day, even though I gave them to Wenda. It's crazy. So if you're working on those social deeds and you're struggling to get them done with other people, just know that you can go to an NPC and do them that way as well. Okay, well, I don't see any other questions in the chat there, so I think I am going to go ahead and call it a day for this stream. Thanks everybody for joining me on this new day. I think Tuesdays are going to work out pretty well for me. And this time of day it's a little early, but hopefully, you know, those of you getting ready for work or having lunch in the US or coming home from work and making dinner and whatnot here in Europe had a chance to maybe enjoy the stream and chill out a little bit during your day. So, all right, B4, as I said, is coming up here in just a few minutes with his stream Plugging Along, so stick around for that. And if there's anything that you were like, oh, I want to talk about blah, 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 feel free to put it in the chat. I'll still be around. I'll be in the chat while he's streaming. So I will see you all in a few minutes. Have a great day, and remember to always stay connected to that Hobbit side of your heart. All right, thanks. See you later. Bye-bye.